Imagine say you dey hustle as waiter for one hotel and just on a normal day, you're just walking abi. Next thing, bam, armed men hijack the place. But relax, at the end, you might still lock lips with Regina Daniels. Ooh. And the wildest part, my guy, be say, you no even be nerd unwoko. Welcome to The Waiter, an action comedy on Netflix that's basically shouting, if AY can, you can. The movie follows our guy, Akpos Dafe. Don't let the waiter's uniform fool you. This man is not just any waiter. He's a worry boy. And as we all know, worry not ever carry last. But sometimes, he dey carry empty pockets. His superpower? Being from worry. And having a mouth that runs faster than his bank account. But you guys come on cab for her. He's actually putting in the work. On his way to an event where he would fill in as a temporary waiter, he enters a one-chance vehicle. And guys, for Akpos, this was just a warm-up. He disarmed these guys like it was just another casual Tuesday. The taxi was so excited to have such a main character inside that it literally exploded from the emotional stress. And Akpos, not even a scratch on him. He gets to the Krystal Hotel, where they are hosting the biggest scam of the century. I mean a poverty alleviation summit. Yes, the Minister of Welfare is there to do what they do best. Talk about money that we will never ever see. Meanwhile, the minister's security team is busy flexing on the hotel security. They kicked the hotel security chief, Femi, out. And Baba go dey complain to manager. Ogbeni, look sharp. Meanwhile, our king Akpos is in the toilet receiving bad news. His mom is sick and his sister is rushing her to the hospital and they urgently need money. Now this sad update makes him late to the boss's address to the staff because his mouth has no filter or brakes. These bros begin to Toka, not knowing she's the Oga. For showing passion in her instead of his job, she slashes his pay by a whopping 30%. Rarao, you know say Akpos no go gree. While trying to beg the woman who brought him to assist, the hotel manager bumps into them and doesn't even say sorry. That was when this kind stranger helped her up and started talking to himself like person wey screw loose for him brain. Strange stranger. But make I shock you first. Screw truly come out for him head. So get this. The federal government dropped 300 billion in the Ministry of Poverty Alleviation, headed by Minister Edet Okon. And this event is supposed to showcase transparency. Okay. How to share the money to reach the poorest of the poor. But as we all know, every time they say they are sharing, we dey see. Shishi, no they enter. So, this guy, yes, his name is Tony Bright, Rivers boy, ex-military, and the kind of man you don't joke with. He didn't come to clap and do standing ovation. He came here to shook hand for the eye. He and his comrades hijacked the entire hotel. They took out the security, professionals who forgot to check under the food cart. By the way, with sleeping gas, they planted bombs on every entrance and jammed the network signal in the hotel. The place goes into full lockdown mode. And to show say they no come here come play, they shot 2 people immediately. Yay. These guys won't make everybody mind they sha. They gathered the main VIPs, 20 hostages in one room. The minister, a counselor, and that one corrupt Nigerian-American guy who won't stop yapping. Newsflash, my guy, no US Marine is coming through. So, zip it. And look who we have here. The manager who bumped into this woman earlier. Baba don't catch you. He makes him drop to his knees and literally massage her aching ankles. Oh, Tony Bright, you are far too kind. You are the type of kidnapper or terrorist nobody asked for, but secretly needed. He begins streaming live to Nigerians, like your favorite neighborhood Robin Hood, charming the nation while promising to pinch that 300 billion naira set aside for the citizens, something that the politicians will later set aside for themselves. Yes, he is here to rob it for you and me. Soon enough, the news of the hostage situation makes the news. Even CNN carried it though. And you know, say once Oyibo don't carry your matter for head, our police will now pretend to mobilize. Eye service. But Tonya is ready for them. He calls the assistant commissioner of police and warns him, Oga, except you want this hotel to go kaboom. Sharply. Naim the man withdraw the CGI helicopter and the ground forces. But wait, where worry first born day? Oka wait them tell to lie down for ground, don't stand there. Come hold another terrorist hostage. Another guy hit the second terrorist down, and that's how they secured their freedom. Whilst all of that is happening, Femi managed to free himself from his captive just by beating up the poor guy. Now, back to these guys. How exactly do you lift 300 billion from the government purse? Surely it can't be that easy, Abi. But you don't expect this man to pull off a kidnapping without Mission Impossible level planning. The minister's special assistant, Nwando, has been the inside woman all along. She knows the technical jargon, the secret 16-digit transaction codes, and even has 2 of the 3 signatures. All that's left, the minister herself. Not for the money, nope. Just for the security questions. You know those, what's your mother's maiden name kind of wahala. That's the final piece to unlock this whole thing. Meanwhile, Akpos has taken his vigilante work to another level. He teams up with his boss after saving her, and she's so impressed. She offers him a cool 1 million naira to keep protecting her. And Akpos, he wastes no time improving his worth every naira by beating up these fine gentlemen. So, night don't they reach, and the police outside are just there like extras in the music video, waiting for their main character to arrive. And who shows up? Superintendent Wisdom. This man, where I won't take stats, his incompetence level is so high. To him, this isn't a life or death situation. Oh no, this is giving cult rivalry, because him and Toye, 2 of them follow come from PH. So obviously, this is not a criminal investigation, but a score he will win. And maybe follow his subordinates to come back to her place, you know.
I hope you are turned on by power.
Hey! But I call people head no correct last.
Meanwhile, Baba Tonye Deye di Shalai, they follow these people, they talk big English. Instead of, I don't know, maybe actually getting the damn security answers, my guy. This clock is ticking. But nah, we are only 40 minutes in. So of course, we have to let Akpos and Femi finish their superhero origin story. Yes, their master plan, find the signal blocker and put it off so they could call the police, who are literally already outside chilling. But let's give it to them. They didn't know, and instead of going to the one place that makes sense, the security room, they take a detour and get captured by these friendly guys. They tie them up, and while Akpos is using his mouth as a weapon and getting slapped for it, of course, Tonye is having a whole cinematic flashback sequence. PTSD, they flog nonsense come out my guy body. But at least he has Nwando by his side. And finally, the minister is ready to answer the security questions. But while Nwando is doing hacker things, Tonye decides to play Judge Judy. He makes some random civilians the judges between the corrupt government and the people. Why? Because backstory, turns out that Tonye's whole team was betrayed and killed by, guess who? The government. The colonel who set them up was the minister's late husband. Oh, Antonio might have accidentally killed him and drained his bank accounts. Oops. And this wasn't just him. His men, Nwando, everyone have suffered one form of injustice or the other from the government. So now, his revolution services is dishing out justice and cash. People start getting 1 million naira alerts. Even Akpos, who the kidnappers nicely let watch TV, is temporarily on their side. But psych, Akpos was just pretending. He and Femi attack again and win again. But then Femi notices something. The guns are empty. These kidnappers are really out here playing war start on empty guns. Now that they know this, do you want to see how they attack the next kidnapper they saw? Bros, no run, no, wait. Meanwhile, this guy in the security room, who has been blindly watching the CCTV monitors this whole time, but never saw them walking up and down the hall, and finally gets wind of them now. He sends Odumodu Black and one other guy to handle it. See, I will have to say this guy is better off rapping than shooting, because bro is missing every target. They dodge the bullets, and Femi finally gets to the control room and starts fighting the guy inside. But who really saved the day? Idara. A woman truly does it better. No cap. They kill the signal blocker, and suddenly there's a ping with every hostage's phone blowing up with alerts. That's when Tonye realizes that Akpos is sabotaging his plan. Furious, he digs up every detail he can about Akpos, then dispatches Commando and Teenage Mutant to hunt him down. But just when we were all rooting for Tonye, this guy and his babe had transferred $100 million to their secret Swiss account. God really punished greed. Babyface here overheard them and was so pissed. Don't worry, bro. He lied to all of us. You and me both. But nevertheless, the police, after doing their favorite activity, absolutely nothing, finally decide to breach the hotel. Toka is telling them, I beg, wait, make we reason now because of these hostages. But Wisdom refused and sent his men in. Tonya, though, was prepared. He sent his real soldiers, the ones with actual bullets. Not at all like the stage props from earlier. Femi and Idara realize this is about to be a bloodbath. So they call Akpos, who had already escaped. Worry firstborn don't they go us. They had to beg him to come back. Bro, we need you to lock the gate. Akpos is like, why? I've already signed out of this wahala now. But he turns back anyway. By the time he gets there, there's chaos. Tonya's men and the police are literally in a Mexican standoff. No one wants to drop their guns. Next thing, bam. Bosa, bullets flying everywhere. Men are dropping and going to meet their ancestors in heavy numbers. When the smoke clears, not even one police officer is left. And Superintendent Wisdom, Oga don to Ama, he don't run. Shameful in body. Tonya is pissed. I never wanted to kill anybody, But wait, not be you kill two people when this thing starts. It turns out he faked their deaths. All those people are still alive. You see, they are kicking and fine. Tonya's logic. Blame the government, not me. It was said they no thief. I for no day here. Meanwhile, Idara is on the phone comforting Akpos. Like, you tried. Next minute, this guy's again come for her. Akpos races back like Flash on caffeine just to defend her. And just to point it out, these ministers' so-called professional security team, they are still lying around knocked out cold, proudly displaying their world-class incompetence. Then Babyface corners Tonya about that $100 million he transferred to his account. He tells Tonya, my own, now half inside. But before he finishes, Wando stabs him from behind. Anyway, it's time to escape. But Tonya knows Akpos, the guy with no superpowers who somehow took down his men, won't just let him walk away. So, he calls him to meet inside the toilet. Because why not? Akpos been one Chris when Tonya mentioned him, mama. But turns out, Tonya had sent people after Akpos's mother. But not the way everyone expected. Instead of her, they moved her to a better hospital after discovering her illness and even dropped several millions into her own account. Akpos is shook. Tonya leaves him speechless. Finally! And how exactly do they plan to get out? It's simple. Change clothes, deactivate the bombs, and run out with the rest of the hostages. Easy as pie. And Tonya, he conveniently finds a tunnel and slips away through it. The police finally storm the place, rescuing the politicians.
Okay. You're safe now. Okay?
Toka, through hard investigative work, arrests Wando, just strolling away. And after waiting a total of 20 seconds, Tonya leaves without her. As for the minister's team, still tied up. You know what? Let's leave them here. Akpos and Idara, after all that running and fighting all those bad good guys, they caught feelings and they almost kissed. Before this Yeye Femi shows up and spoils their moment. You won't kiss Ned wife, saying they act film. AY. Fast forward 3 months later, the police pressure has been squeezing Tonya hard. It looks like they finally have him cornered. It turns out, Tonya don't they wait for their tea. And with that, we've reached the end of The Waiter, directed by Toka McBaror, and now streaming on Netflix. Let us know if you plan on checking it out. That's a wrap for today's video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, and until next time, on Worthy of Recap.